One of the tougher parts of our job here is that we get to go see the new models well before they're introduced. Now, of course, you're going to say, what's so tough about that? Well, the tough part is that we have to keep our mouths shut about the information until a certain date in the future. And sometimes it's a lot harder than at other times. Now, in the good old days, there were big new model introductions all the time, and oftentimes with news that was very hard to keep to ourselves. Lately, though, with the economy like it is, new models are much more rare, and excitement about these models even harder. So, it was with little hesitation that we headed to the beautiful Bull Run Guest Ranch in Big Sky, Montana to see the lineup of the new and improved 2011 Polaris ATVs and UTVs. The wonderful and cute, I might add, Polaris PR spokesman told me that I would be amazed at the number of new models and changes that were made for 2011. Well, that's all it took for me to grab Kenny, our photographer, load up the car and hit the road to Montana. Our destination, the Bull Run Guest Ranch, is located just outside of Cascade, Montana, and although primarily a hunting ranch, has over 100 miles of trails that would be at our disposal for this event. Turning into the ranch, we spotted the line of Polaris semis and knew Donna, our PR contact, was right. There was a lot of new Polarises to see for 2011. Although we'll have all the tests of all these new models, here's just a short take of what's new for 2011. The Classic Sportsman, now called the Sportsman Value line. Now there are three models, the 400HO, the 500HO, and the 800 EFI. Now these machines get a new look that is less bulky and looks more like the XP line. They also get a revised radiator that's not only raised 3 inches but angled back for better mud protection. They also get a lowered mount for the winch and a new lock and ride system for the front and rear racks. Plus, as you can see, the 400cc Sportsman becomes a full-size machine. The Polaris Big Boss 6x6 gets updated with the new styling as well, with some other features from the Sportsman Value line. The Sportsman X2 550 gets an improved dump box and a much improved system for converting that open box to a second seat. Plus, the second seat gets more foam for better comfort. The entire line of Sportsman XPs get a weight reduction of around 12 pounds, new tires, improved engine braking, better splash protection, and more durable seat covers with less slip. Now the EPS models now have the same size fuel tank as the non-EPS models, making it a full 5.25 gallons rather than the 4.5 gallons. The entire line of Razors sees some major modifications as well. The most noticeable is the new front-end styling that's designed to increase the airflow to the engine by 29%. Also new are the changes to the HO engine for better performance and efficiency. Not only does the engine now put out 55 horsepower, but the combination of the changes to the head and ECU, as well as a slightly larger fuel tank, combined to give the Razor 30% more range. Now, Polaris also added better side nets that are far easier to use, high and low beam headlights, and finally a sealed storage box located on the passenger side. The Razor S gets all of that, plus new ITP tires to replace the Bighorns and Sachs 2-inch bore shocks that replace the Fox units. The Razor 4 also gets the option of power steering. Now in the Ranger line, Polaris now offers a 900cc 3-cylinder diesel. Also new is the addition of 500cc EFI engines that are in the midsize Ranger, including a 500cc crew cab model. The Ranger XPs get more horsepower, now up to 50, and EPS as an option. Another new model for 2011 is the on-road version of the Ranger EV called the LSV. The new EV becomes street legal with full windshield, mirror, turn signals, stoplights, a horn, and DOT-approved tires. So there you have it, a host of small evolutionary improvements along with some pretty big changes. So for more details, you can go to the 2011 Polaris overview pages, and we'll have complete tests of most of the models coming real soon.